My name's Lisa, for those of you that don't know. So, I'm going to read today from her book here. It's called The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. I have no affiliation with her. I'm just moved to read it, share my 2 cents, just go from there. Okay, so today's message is called Keep at It. Keep practicing your recovery behaviors, even when they feel awkward, even when they haven't quite taken yet, even if you don't get it yet. Sometimes it takes years for a recovery concept to move from our mind into our heart and soul. You need to work at recovery behaviors with diligence, effort, and repeated practice. We need to work at recovery behaviors with the diligence, effort, and repeated practice we apply to codependent behaviors. We need to force ourselves to do things even when they don't feel natural. We need to tell ourselves we care about ourselves and can take care of ourselves even when we don't believe what we're saying. We need to do it and do it and do it, day after day, year after year. It is unreasonable to expect this new way of life to sink in overnight. We may have to act as if for months, years before recovery behaviors become ingrained and natural. Even after years, we may find ourselves in times of stress or duress, reverting to old ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving. We may have layers of feelings we aren't ready to acknowledge until years into our recovery. That's okay. When it's time, we will. Do not give up. It takes time to get self-love into the core of us. It takes repeated practice, time and experience, lessons, and more lessons. Then, just when we think we've arrived, Then, just when we think we've arrived, we find we have more to learn. That's the joy of recovery. We get to keep learning and growing all of our life. Keep on taking care of yourself, no matter what. Keep on plugging away at recovery behaviors one day at a time. Keep on loving yourself, even when it doesn't feel natural. Act as if for as long as necessary, even if that time period feels longer than necessary. One day it'll happen. You will wake up and find that what you've been struggling with and working so hard at and forcing yourself to do finally feels comfortable. It has hit your soul. Then you go on to learn something new and better. Today I will plug away at my recovery behaviors, even if they don't feel natural. I will force myself to go through the motions, even if that feels awkward. I will work at loving myself until I really do. Practice, practice, practice. That's it, man. I mean, nothing happens overnight. Like, absolutely fucking nothing happens overnight. And it's like nobody gets the behind the scenes. Like, you might think that somebody like just has something, but it's like you don't know what that person has been through and had, like, you don't know the practice that they've had up until whatever has happened, whatever you're seeing them go through. Just because you're seeing them go through something and possibly handling it with ease, okay, and wondering how they do it, okay, you haven't seen the life they've lived up until that, like what they've had to endure to learn how to know how to let whatever it is roll off their chest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same thing with, you think somebody becomes like famous overnight, like a musician or an actress, but like you don't know like how many times like they were couch surfing on their friends at different friends and or wherever, just so they could keep playing, and you don't know the behind the scenes. And the key words here are always practice. And it doesn't even matter like how long it takes. Like just what it says, where is it? Then just when we think we've arrived, we find we have more to learn. Okay, so it's like the growth process never stops. You can always continue to go within. Okay, and that's where the power is within you. Okay, so practice, practice, practice. Keep at it. Don't give up. What's that? I get knocked down, but I get up again. Yeah, and knocked down 9, but get up 10. There you go. Doesn't matter how many times you've been knocked down. What matters is how many times you get back up. Okay, so let's see. What is the card today for the collective? What are we going to read about today? Water. This one keeps coming out, huh? I went to the beach this morning. That's why I got my curls in. So purifying. I just love the ocean. I'm so grateful I live so close to it. So, okay, so let's read this. Water. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Okay, so this goes hand in hand with the change that they were talking about. So maybe it's like some of you may be in this mist of like going from one phase of your life to a new phase, or just starting something new, and just it's that in between. It's getting used to the new you. It's like even when you're doing the right thing, even doing the from like let's say I'll just use like my recovery, okay? Like stopping drinking and doing drugs, okay? It's like, do you know how long it took for me? I mean, I can't even tell you exactly how long it was, but it was so awkward to like go throughout my day and not be drinking and doing drugs, okay? Because I don't know how, like I was that kind of, like I drank and did drugs 24/7, for days and weeks at a time, So when I got sober, it was so like awkward. Okay. But I just kind of like went through the motions, I was doing what they were telling me to do until it actually went to my heart. Okay. So anyway, let's get back to this. I'm going to reread this first sentence. Okay. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after a deluge. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time, life, thus acquiring limitations. The invitation. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable, and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. This is a time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to the flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is also a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the maternal, wound-like significance of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potentiality of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation. Emergence from its manifestation, immersion in its dissolution of form. Because of this, it symbolizes regeneration. Make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. I just like, this is blue, which made me think of the throat chakra. So it's like speaking your truth. Many of you are like pushing to come out of a shell, possibly you've been living under the influence of others. Okay. So it's like, it's time to think for yourself. Okay. It doesn't matter how long, like you could be grown adult, I know Like, I'm 49 years old, you know, I've stayed under the thumb of others' opinions and things like that for a long time, and like it took practice, just like what we read, like to move out of it, to grow out of it, to feel confident enough to say no or draw a boundary or um yeah, put myself first, not in an egotistical way, but in a way of where I was like loving myself, because yeah, growth is a process, and water is very healing. And anytime I go to the ocean, if any of you live near any kind of body of water, even if you have like a pool in your backyard or a pool that you could go to, or just even stepping in the shower, because I really want to remind you all that everything is about the intention that you set behind it. Okay, so if a lot of times, like in this new place where I moved, a few months ago, I don't have a bathtub, which it's not the greatest because I love taking my sea salt bath. So now I have to do like sea salt scrubs, and I have like other um ways that I've adjusted. Okay, I also go to the ocean and I ask for just to be cleansed of everything that's like no longer serving of me. When I walk into the water and I go like completely under. And so you could do the same thing, if you don't live near the ocean or a pool or whatever. Just get in the shower and let that water, like, set your intention on what you want to do. Okay, I use like salt scrubs, and I'll like scrub it off, and you can really feel it. You will feel it just coming off of you. Okay, and I can't really explain what it is, but it's just this heaviness, and you will definitely feel it if you do it. Okay, so continue to trust the process and trust yourself as you move through this change. This is really beautiful, this reading, and yeah, let yourself be healed, and give yourself time to heal. Recognizing that you shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, it's like it does know, like, okay, great, like I'm very proud of you for having the awareness and being able to swallow that truth. Okay, but just make sure you don't get stuck there. All right, because um everybody has shoulda, woulda, couldas. Okay, and the thing is that you're right here. Okay, we're right here, right here, right here, right now. And this is what matters now. Okay, so it's like, what are you going to do now with this knowledge that you have of yourself, how you've carried yourself? Are you going to continue to carry yourself this way? Or are you going to, look, here's this 5 of Cups. Or are you going to like walk around like this and like carry like this shame and guilt? Because that's not what um, the divine wants of you either. I mean, maybe you want to stay like this, okay, until you stay like this. I'm not telling you not to feel the emotions and process it, okay, but it's a choice now. It's like, what are you going to live for? Are you going to live like just like regretting the past and your behavior, or are you going to seize the day and be the best possible version of yourself that you can be every single day? Like, just give it a shot. Yeah, look, and here's the Judgment card right underneath this. Yeah, look, and look at what's underneath here. Look, listen, you can't make this crap up, okay? Like, I'm not over here like planning shit. I don't plan anything. I'm like, okay, this is the ultimate gift from God. It's like the true love of self back to you. Here's your opportunity. Okay, so maybe some of you have like lost 3 people recently, or like the last 3 years have just been just a whole lot of lack. Okay, but look what's behind you. You got these 2 cups. Okay, one of them's yours, and the other one belongs to, let's say, a new life, even like a new person. But so you got to turn around to notice it. Okay, there's a lot of people that are stuck in the past, stuck in, I'm hearing, morbid reflection. If you're getting the awareness of what you need to change, or the awareness of the ugliness that's inside of you, okay? And I'm saying that with love, okay? Because I have ugliness inside of me too. I've become aware of it too. And not just once, okay? Like the longer I do this journey, the deeper that I see, you know, and the spiritual journey is not for fucking pussies. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? It takes a lot to be honest with yourself and to seriously want to change. This is the, I don't want to offend anybody, but this is the easy way out. To stay depressed. To stay defeated. Okay? Yeah, I'm hearing that song. Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to party. Go cleanse yourself, okay? Let Mother Nature heal you, okay? Get up out of bed every day. And if that's all you can do for that day, like, that's fine. Make your bed. It's like one thing, you know, it's one thing. It's teaching yourself discipline. Get up, make your bed, all right? At least you can say you accomplished something, okay? I mean, it's a big deal. Especially if you're, like, I never was somebody that made my bed. I didn't see the point of making your damn bed. Why am I going to make my bed if I'm just going to get back into it at night? Like making my bed is like literally a new thing, like this year, okay? It wasn't ever a priority for me. So it's a big deal. And just make these little changes. And it's these little changes every single day, just like what we just read. And then you wake up one day and it's like you realize, holy shit, like I'm doing my life completely different. Enjoy the ride, okay? Enjoy the freaking ride, people. Forever is now. Right freaking now. So live your life. Okay, that's a T.I. song. I love you. Have an amazing day. I will see you soon. And I am still doing my readings, the personal readings, at 50% off. Today might be the last day. I haven't officially decided yet, but I might go 1 or 2 more days, but I don't know. Anyway, all my information is in the description box. All you have to do is use SALE50 in checkout. The discount code SALE50. All right. I love you.